Good morning, Coach.
I'm sorry, we're on a different screen. He ain't got all fancy. You know, I'm used to just a regular old laptop. He got all this innovation. I'm coming in and out and stuff flashing. I'm good now. We're good.
Sure. Thank you so much for taking some time to join us, Coach. Coach, if you would please start us out with an opening statement about your team's victory over Florida A&M.
Played a wonderful opponent, well coached. Coach Simmons, one of my dear friends. Very highly anticipated match. We felt like we went out there and executed on all three phases, offense, defense, as well as special teams. A lot of people have added players and coaches to their staffs, and they forgot we did too. And I'm thankful that the kids that we added, they showed up and showed out. The coaches, the specialists, the support staff. It was a tremendous win collectively, and I'm proud of what we accomplished out there yesterday. We left some things on the field. I just got out of the cafeteria, and some of the kids are, even though we were dominant, they're upset because they said we left a few things out there on the field. But I like that thought process. I love it 100%.
Thank you for those comments, Coach. Once again, if you do have questions for Coach, please utilize the raise your hand feature, and please limit your questions to one question and a follow-up. First question will go to Mark Giannato.
Hey, Coach, this is Mark Giannato from the Commercial Appeal in Memphis. Given the circumstances of the game this week, with the backdrop of this probably being your last time at the Southern Heritage Classic and them filing a lawsuit against Jackson State, I wondered, will this week when you get to Memphis be awkward at all? And then the follow-up would be, is there any way you could see in the future the relationship being salvaged?
We're there to play football. I don't know how this could be awkward when you come to play football. The purpose is to play football, and that's what we're coming to play. As far as the business aspect of that, it's not beneficial to us. It's not suitable for us. And we love the classic. It's a wonderful classic. We just don't want to play it. You ain't got nothing to do with the classic. It's a great classic. I think they do a wonderful job. We just choose not to take place in it anymore.
Next question goes to James Hill.
Good morning, Coach Prime. I hope you and the fellas are well at JSU. Can you talk a little bit about Shedeur? 29 of 33, 323 and 5. And again, I mean, he really has a lot of talent.
Shedeur is a pro. He's a pro, and I'm not being a father right now, I'm being a coach. He's a pro. I've been seeing this since he was a kid, but now you're seeing it at a certain level, and now you're starting to take notice because we're on a national stage. This kid prepares like no other. He's mentored by guys like Tom Brady and Brett Favre and so forth, and Troy Aikman and so forth. So he's able to glean from a Michael Vick, from some of the most positive and successful people that's in my life. And he approaches the game like no other. I mean, he sits with me on the plane, and my coordinators are seat right behind us. And I woke up to hearing him talking about every look that FAMU had, like every blitz concept that they had. And he was asking Bartolome, I don't know if I butchered that. Did I butcher that? Bartolome, I said it right. Is there any other looks that FAMU could present that he's not aware of? That let me know right there he's getting ready to carve this thing like a Thanksgiving turkey, because he does so much preparing that he knew everything they could possibly throw at him in every area they could blitz from. If we're in this formation or that formation or this. I mean, he played his butt off. That's what he's capable of doing. But you got to give props to the offensive line for protecting him a little too much, and caused us a penalty trying to get some started when some guy pushed him or whatever. But he has a new receiving core, and these guys can play. And Coach Brett, what he's doing with the play calling is phenomenal as well.
Coach, everybody wanted to take a look at your defense. Mr. Hunter was in the house, and he played well. Just talk a little bit about lights out DI Love defense, if you will?
I feel like we upgraded every level of it. The front four, the rush ends as well, the linebacker core and the secondary. We're missing Shiloh, which is a vital part of our secondary. But having Travis was probably at 60%. 60% of Travis Hunter is 110% anyone else. The kid can flat out play. We were really reluctant to let him play, but I had to put myself in his position, but I had to father him as well. But we made a decision to let him go out there and see how it was. And if he experienced any severe pain, we was going to get him out of there. Play shutout. He threw a shutout. I mean, we played certain defenses where you had to deal with him one-on-one. And no receivers trying to deal with Travis Hunter one-on-one. The kid is a darn bona fide pro in the making. We rushed the passer really well. What they got offensively? Was it over 100 yards?
155 total.
155 total yards. Lord Jesus. If I use profanity, I would cuss right now. 155 total yards from a team like FAMU, a well-coached team. Hats off to Dennis Sturman and the defense in their preparation. The defense really took it as a challenge to shut them down. And the only points I think they received were because of a penalty that we wouldn't normally get engaged with. But I think a blow to the helmet from Gaddy to the quarterback, which gave him a first down.
Coach, in closing, last question. The challenge to deal with, water and plumbing and in the current situation in the state of Mississippi, and in particular in the city of Jackson, as you move forward into week 2?
Well, our staff has done a wonderful job. Before we even took the field yesterday, I was assured of the kids will have somewhere to go, lay their head, somewhere to shower, somewhere to eat, somewhere that they could be comfortable. And we made certain of that. I'm in that hotel right now. But for the city of Jackson, we're still in prayer. I think we're receiving news that it's more water pressure so that people can actually use the water, but you still have to boil the water that you would use if you want to brush your teeth or use it to drink or cook with. I really do feel like the city is doing, hey girl, it's my basketball coach. Yeah, my dominant, you interrupted me in the middle of a press conference. Yeah, just because you got rings and everything don't mean you can just bust up in here like that. Okay. Hey, but we're trying our best to proceed with as much normalcy as possible. We just want to get on a regular routine. We may depart a day earlier than we were supposed to go to Memphis and prepare for that. Because if we're in a hotel, we might as well be in that hotel and get out of this situation. But our staff and administrators are doing a wonderful job of making us comfortable because we're trying to instill hope into a desolate community that needs hope right now and needs support and just need consistency as much as possible.
Thank you, Coach. Have a blessed week.
Thank you. You as well, my man.
Next question goes to Keisha Kelly.
Hey, Coach, Black College Experience. How are you?
How you doing? What'd you say?
Good. A Black College Experience. Keisha Kelly is in the top.
I didn't know what you said. I was like, ooh, you going there. All right, how you doing?
I'm good. Well, congratulations on yesterday's win. And you talk about normalcy. So we know you do a lot on your social media, and this is just one of the things I wanted to going away from the game. You gave some shots out to the kicker, and you had him translate what you were saying. You said, "Bring in my theme music."
Yeah.
What made you come up with that idea? Because I like that one.
One of the things that you guys see, we've already done before. We've already done that before. You're just getting a chance to see it for the first time. Those are my guys. I really feel like we're the majority at HBCUs. So we feel like we have the most minority players and coaches and staff in the HBCU. And shoot, it's a family. It's not white, black, Hispanic, whatever. It's a darn family. So when you see me engaged in some of my players like that, and I'm saying, "Si, senor," I mean, it's just funny. Like and have them translate because I want them to be a part of it. And it's just funny. Well, first time we did it, then I looked up and I asked the other, what's the other kicker? Field goal. Glenn. No, Gerardo, Big Beza. Yeah. Gerardo. I asked Gerardo to translate, and he said, sorry, coach. No Spanish. I said, how do you speak no Spanish? Like, what is wrong with you? So I call him Squiggy. I said, Squiggy, translate for him. And Squiggy translated for him. And that's what came about, man. So we just try to engage and have a good time with what we do. That's it. No harm in it.
Well, good luck this weekend, Coach.
Thank you, sis. I appreciate it.
Next question goes to Mia Berry.
Hi, Coach Prime. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm doing well. You've been very vocal about the issues happening down in Mississippi, but one thing very indicative of your SWAC attendance record, Jackson State loves to come see the team play in person. How important is it that the team play in Jackson this season?
Oh, vital. I mean, shoot, we don't have a home game if we don't. I mean, we already given away, 3 games to these darn classics, which I don't like. Okay, we're gonna give away 3 games. Those could be 3 home games, more revenue for this team, for the school, for all of us. Because I don't even want to go into that, but it's vital. It's vital that we play at home. Dorothy said on the Wizard of Oz, there's no place like home, didn't she? And we love playing at home. We love when the kids get off that bus and take that walk and the fans are screaming and adoring and the sonic boom is playing and we could feel everybody. We could feel 60. And I'm crazy enough to believe that every time we walk in our home stadium, we're going to feel 60,000 this year. 60,000. I mean, we're not accepting none less. It should be. We feel like we got a really good team, a really good staff, a really good fan base, a really good band. Everything is going on all cylinders right now. We want to take advantage of that. We must play at home.
Okay, follow up to that, 2 weeks out from that first home game. What are the plans? What are the preparations? Has that been decided and figured out just yet?
So I'm preparing for Eddie George. And the way they ran the heck out of the darn football, 331 yards. That's what I'm preparing for. I ain't thinking about no Grambling right now, no home game. We're preparing right now. We're going to fix what was broken yesterday. And believe it or not, several things were broken that we need to fix. Once we fix that and get on the practice field tomorrow, kids going to have the day off physically, but not mentally today. And we're going to get in their heads and their minds and make sure we fix things and get back there on the field tomorrow and resume everything that our normal schedule. We got to try to get back to normalcy as much as possible.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Got time for 2 more questions. First one goes to Dr. Cavill.
This is Dr. Cavill inside the HBCU Sports Lab. Good morning, Coach Prime. How are you doing?
How you doing, sir?
Doing well. Watched the game thoroughly in terms of getting it done, multiple phases of the game. I know the refrain this year is talking about dominance, not just winning games, but dominating. Right. But I know for you, it seems like everything I've heard about is seeking that perfection. So what are some things that you want to also continue to get better at with your team?
Downing the ball inside the 10-yard line. We worked on that. We practiced on that. We had an opportunity. Went to the darn end zone. I mean, we worked on that. That can't happen. Okay, those type of things can't happen. We don't drop opportunities. Our DBs know. I pride myself on that. I pride my career on that. That's opportunity. We don't miss those opportunities. And all week we talked about several things: the jumping off sides, face mask, holding, blocking in the back, just stupid penalties that we can control. And we had, I believe, 5 of those. We can't be great with that. We could be good, but not great. We're trying to be great. We're trying to do things that hadn't been done, which increases the win total, which increases popularity, which increases opportunity for these guys to get to the next level.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Talking about Tennessee State, as you said, they rushed for a lot of yards against East or West or Washington, another top 25 team. You're a top 15 team in a lot of ways yourself on various factors out there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see you need to get done against Tennessee State?
Well, we got to do first of all, we got to do what we do. Forget them right now. We got to do what we do. We got to continue to do what we do and perfect what we can perfect. As long as we're protecting two, as long as we're getting after the quarterback, it's going to be hard to deal with us, because you can see our specialists have improved. The punt game, the kickoff game, the field goal, the extra points, all that stuff has been perfected. And we got to continue that to make sure we get the proper personnel. It was a couple guys got a little tired. They got a little winded yesterday because they're on several different special teams. We got to remove those guys and find other guys that are not playing as much that can give us the same darn effort and the same consistency. So we could reserve some of those guys so they could be more prominent on the defense or offensive side of the ball. But Coach George, he's running back, so you know he's going to try to perfect that running game. That's what he did, and that's what he's known for, being tough and physical. And his team is certainly starting to take on that characteristic. But I can't wait to get there. I can't wait to play. I can't wait to see my friend. That's my boy, and I love him to life. I can't wait to see him.
Exactly, and I saw the improvement on the offensive line as they continue to get better.
Yeah.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you, my man.
Look forward to this matchup.
Amen. It's going to be a good one.
Yes, sir.
Coach Sanders, as always, we appreciate your time and we look forward to speaking to you again next week.
Thank you, everybody. Let's commit to excellence. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Let's commit to excellence. Let's give it all we got. The eyes are on us, everybody. Let's do what we do. God bless.